I'm so glad to be back again, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to be alive. Now, this is Prive International, where you can possibly and definitely achieve the prime of your life. My name is Nathan, and this is every Thursday, 8 p.m. Malaysia time, Philippine time. We do this every Thursday, every week. And if you are here for the very first time, thank you for responding to the invitation. And to all our distributors and leaders all over the world who has been faithful, committed, following this road to health, wealth, and beauty. I just want to salute all of you guys. Thank you for being here. Now, there are 75 of us, and you know what I want to ask from you. I want to know where you're from. Go to the meeting chat and type where you're from. I'm going to start making a shout out here. Some of you might, now somebody is from California. All right. This is Fina, and this is Fair. Fair is from Florida. And we've got Coach Vivi Wong. Hi to you. We've got Louisa Loy watching from London. We've got Mary Grace from Cebu City. We've got Luis Diogracias, and she's from Japan. We have Ellie Lina from Malaysia. Romelia Conte from San Juan, Batangas. We've got Erwin Palacio, that is Tacloban City, Philippines. Elizabeth is from Bohol. And we've got Mom or Coach Ellen. Oh my gosh, nice to see you, Tita. I'm just so happy to see you. She is now in London, and she is sending her love to all of you guys. We've got Dolce Reseno from Lipa City, Batangas. And we've got Alex. Hi, Alex. You're looking smart with your profile picture right there. And he is from Kenya. Belia is from Saudi Arabia. We got Kevin Tan from KL, Malaysia. We've got Maria Josephine Andales, and she's from Davao City. Oh, guys, salute to you, Mom Linda. Hi to you, and you are from Malaysia. We've got Jed from Lagro, Quezon City, that's Philippines. We've got Fate Unstoppable from San Juan, Metro Manila. And we've got David. Hi, David. Camberley, UK. Emelita is from Chicago. Regina, hi to you from Lipa City. I'm excited for next week. We're going to have a big event in Batangas, right? Raquel's from Davao. We've got Lena from Bulacan. And we've got somebody from Netherlands. Hi, Laura. How has it been there? Hi to you, Netherlands. Oh, I can't wait to go back to that beautiful country. We've got Unstoppable R watching from Quezon City, Philippines. And we've got Lucy from Cheong, Quezon, Philippines. Dem from Cavite. We've got Salai Pradeep from India. And Jolito Nayan from California. Gladys is from Cebu. Vijay from India. Yatish from Malaysia. And hi to you, Laura, again. Dan, he's saying hi and hello to you, Dan. We've got Mahmoud from Oman. That is so amazing. This is from all over the country, all over the world. Human beings are coming in. All right, I'll see you soon. And good evening again from Lee Yi Land. That is from Malacca, Malaysia. And good evening from Davao City. That is Bukdet. All right. We've got Noreha from Malaysia. And San Jose del Monte, that's Mom Susan. So, yes, good evening. This is Prive International. We are positioned to be the world's #1. We are the leader in this advanced technology products in the world today. And I'm very proud to show you the legacy of excellence. Every product of Prive, we've got recognition, certificates, we've got test reports. I mean, we mean business, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, we've got Company of the Year of 2024, International Growth Award 2024. We've got Rising Star Sales Revenue this year, and the Premium Plus got the Product of the Year 2024 Rising Star. We are honored with the 18 Mosh Pa Gold Award, Best Direct Selling Company of the Year in 2021, and many, many to mention. You see here, this is the exhibits of what Prive has been accomplished and been recognized as one of the best companies in the world. We've got over 30 products, in case you don't know, and this is available in selected countries. Malaysia, by the way, has gotten all of this. It's good to go to Malaysia and redeem with your loyalty points, okay? Now, we're going to have a big event, which I'll show you later on. This is our main headquarters. This is our board of directors. I mean, amazing people, amazing gentlemen here. It's a brilliant minds, you know, from Dr. Steven, Dr. Jimmy, Mr. Casey Tan, and also Chairman AC Go. I'm very proud. I've got good relationship with these guys here, and I know them because since I started here in Prive, I mean, I got good communications with them, and they see wonderful potentials with what this platform Prive is going to do to the entire human race. Okay, so we've got global events, and this is just our third year. In case you want to join, in November 9th, we'll be celebrating our third year anniversary in Johor Bahru, that is in Malaysia. So book your ticket. You ask the sponsor, you ask somebody you can call. HQ, if you want to join, you're most welcome. We will all be there. We'll be there. Come on, join us, because, you know, the energy will be so contagiously powerful, right? So we had our first year anniversary in 2023. This year, January, we had it in Thailand. That was the second, and the third will be this year, November. The reason why it's earlier, because we've got upcoming events in many countries all over the world. And 2025 is going to be a great year for all of us, right? And so we have established in more than 80 countries. As you can see, third year, 3-year-old company in more than 80 regions, stockists, and branches. That is 80 in total. That is mind-blowing, right? So if you're looking for a company, you're looking for an opportunity where you can really trust and you can be confident, this is the company, ladies and gentlemen. Now, some announcements here. We'll have our grand sizzle here in the Philippines. And if you are from another country and you would love to join us, yes, you can come, but there's no more ticket for August 24. That is very sad. We'll start at 1:30 p.m. This is in Robinson's Galleria. The Professor Young Win Jun will be joining us. The inventor himself of Prive, the iTeraCare, will be joining us in August 24. Now, this is not available. I'm showing this to you because we've got packed already. Around 700 people will be joining, and still a lot are queuing up and lining up. So if you can't make it because you don't have a ticket on the 24th, you can make it on the 25th. This is first come, first basis. In other words, no ticket, come as early as you can. We start at exactly 2 p.m. All right, is this a good? All right, so let's go into my presentation. I'll be sharing the iTeraCare, which is hailed to be the most powerful terahertz therapy device today, a revolutionary product that can enhance your health. So when I say revolutionary, we are diversing. We are going out, moving out from the old model, which is taking pills if you have a problem. Now, a lot of doctors, you know, they only know one thing. If there's a problem, they give you a pill, right? And so we know that doctors are not really meant into knowing how to heal the body. I just talked to somebody working in Pfizer this morning, and that's what he said. You know, this is not coming from me. That is very sad. They only know how to give you a certain pill that will lower or suspend these symptoms. But when you talk about healing, health, what the body is, what the body can do, the frequency and so on, most of them, even though they know, they don't talk about that. All right. So the second part of my presentation, I will share the keys to becoming the ultimate human health. In other words, how you can achieve the ultimate human health. Is there a way? And all of these products here, these are all household electrical appliances. This is not under the FDA, all right? And we are not interested to be under the FDA. This is not a medical device, and the FDA has nothing to do with that. But I'm going to show you the science of why this device or this product has empowered and helped a lot of people all over the world. In fact, I'm going to show you some testimonies right now with the iTeraCare, and this will seal your confidence about this product, because we have this lady here. She's been suffering with severe discomfort, pain on her leg joints, her back. Every time she goes to the toilet, gets up from the bed, she was in terrible discomfort. And this has been going on for 4 years. And after using the device, she started walking. This is around 9-10 days. And the pain was 99% gone. And if you ask me, because this happens almost 2 years ago, if you ask me, Nathan, how is she today? You know what she said? She's still very much okay. I mean, none at all. So there's no side effect, all right? Eye discomfort, you can see these guys is with glaucoma, pterygium in the eyes, people with problem in the eyes. In fact, a friend of mine that I talked this morning, I had a breakfast with him, the guy in Pfizer. He said his eyes was around 400, 300, if I'm not mistaken. And he started using the device. The other one went into 200 grade, and the other one went into 150. That is so amazing, right? And just by using the iTeraCare, her eye problem decreased the grade. Why? Well, that's the power of frequency. We've got this lady who had been in bedridden for more than 3 months due to vascular incident. So this lady, all right, like, oh, I'm desperate. I want a solution. So my brother went there. This was during the COVID, started doing the therapy. Nothing happens on the first day, but on the 8th day, she started kicking her legs. She started standing and walking. Now, this is her picture. This is her latest photo. Surprisingly, now she's walking by herself. She gained weight and her hair turned dark. Now, we've got a lot of these testimonies. Another dramatic testimony here is from this guy named Paulo Andrade. Paulo, after his COVID shot, all right, you might be shocked, and you know this is in the open, that the COVID shot has been giving people a lot of side effects. And this is one of this guy. He's one of the victims of that side effect. And so he was rushed to one of the most expensive hospitals in the Philippines. They cut open the forehead to remove the clotting of the blood clotting in his brain, in his head. Can you imagine that? He was with all the apparatus, all the 9 yards was with him, the everything, the syringe, the mask, the oxygenation, all of this stuff to just revive him. And the family was desperate. My friend went to his hospital and started doing the iTeraCare blowing, And so after 5 days, this guy amazingly started walking by himself. This is like a miracle. They were crying because he started walking by himself. This is after 5 days of using the iTeraCare device. And on the 10th day, guess what? He was discharged from the hospital. This is his latest photo, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm very proud of this family. And Andrade, Paulo, I'm very proud of you, man, because you have just gotten almost normal, healed because of the iTeraCare and, of course, his lifestyle. Now, beautification, those of you who wants your skin to look even way really smooth and glowing, use this device. This device is known to help wrinkles, eye bags, even those skin problems. It's known for that. We got a lot of good reviews. Check it out in YouTube. Type iTeraCare. You will see a lot of reviews. Even hair that is white hair turns dark again. Hair color black, the hair color back to original black. And those of you drying your hair all the time and you're using your regular hair dryers, I discourage you to do that, because regular hair dryers have high levels of EMF radiation, which is like literally like heating your brain cells and removing those electrons in your brain cells. You don't want that. Use the iTeraCare, and guess what it will do? It can help your hair, more volume. Your hair becomes even shinier, and there's no worries about radiation. And we've got this guy here who also had stroke. After 3 days, started eating by himself, started walking after 10 days. And after 45 days, he could run, and started communicating in sentences. This is after 45 days of using the iTeraCare device. This is an amazing device. And the last one here, this is very dramatic. This lady is not pregnant, but she has a condition called ascites. Ascites is an accumulation of fluid in the abdominals, and what happens is the abdomens begin to just keep growing and growing bigger because there's a lot of liquid inside. And this is life threatening. The doctor said you have few weeks to live, few weeks. All right. And after 7 weeks of just using it every day, all right, they don't have money that time. The body just opened up. The navel just opened up and started leaking that fluid out from the abdomens, and it dried out after 3 days. Now, after 3 months total of using the iTeraCare, this lady is back to normal. She has a job, and her life is just back to normal. And I'm very proud of that. This is why we are called the world's #1 Lightwave therapy device. We've got 3 devices, and I'm just really, really, really glad that you guys are here. Now, you have to understand that the body is a healing system. The body heals itself. This body is the doctor itself. Now, why did I say that? It is because there is a mechanism, there's an energy, there is a system in the body that if you feed the body whatever it needs, those systems starts to work when the body is fed with the right nutrition and energy. And so who heals? What heals? It is the body itself. It is intelligent. And in fact, your body can tell if it's in alignment or out of alignment. And so if we understand that the body is a healer, then to remove disease is to remove the cause of disease. Does it make sense? To make the body heal is to feed and optimize what the body needs so the body can heal itself. This is what Hippocrates said. He said that there is a natural healing force. Star Wars, right? Star Wars says, may the force be with you. This is the force that heals the body, and this is within each one of us. It is the greatest force. So when you talk about force, what is that? What comes into your mind? It comes with energy. It comes with frequency. And so it makes sense because the human body is an energy field in itself. We are energy beings. The cells, the atoms. In fact, the atom is 99.99999% space. It's empty. It's all just waves, So we only understand a little bit about the subatomic or the atomic sense. Is very, very small. In other words, we're more than frequency, more than just this physical body. I know it's going to boggle your mind, what I'm saying here. But that is what science and quantum physics said. We are energy beings. So if we are energy beings, we got to feed this energy body. The body needs energy. And so we got to give what the body needs based on energy. That's why Albert Einstein, this brilliant scientist, who talked about relativity, talks about a lot of our science today. And he said future medicine will be the medicine of frequencies. He's right. The future is already here. In fact, there's a lot of methods and a lot of devices and a lot of modalities that shares this energy technologies in our world today. All right. And I just heard that they are more advanced many, many years ago. All right. Let's not go that path. But many civilization understands about energy healing. And today, this is beginning to be reintroduced again. The future is here. We've got devices. We've got all sorts. We've got crystal healing, quantum healing. A lot of this are now being introduced back to humanity because this is the original way of healing the body. In fact, NASA in 2003 by Thomas J. Goodwin discovered PEMF that increases cellular growth and gene proliferation, which helps the cells heal, regenerate, and recover and repair. This was invented because of the astronauts. When astronauts goes to space, guess what happens to their body? Their body deteriorates because of the atmosphere, the loss of magnetism. And so to compensate the electromagnetic field, they invented the PEMF. Guess what? Astronauts now can stay in space for a longer period of time. Because of what? The PEMF. What a discovery, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Dr. Anthony Holland. He tried thousands of frequencies using resonance frequency therapy. And guess what they discovered? They're able to kill cancer cells and stop the growth of cancer cells using what? No supplements, no pills, no chemicals, only frequency. They harmonize frequency. They make it layers and layers. They call it the 11th harmonics. And by layering frequencies, they're able to effectively stop the growth of cancer. I mean, this is already here, but it's not in the mainstream. In other words, you cannot get hold of these technologies in the mainstream. It will not be available in hospitals, not available in pharmaceuticals, because in reality, this will take their business down. It will take them off the business. Can you imagine if this is in the mainstream? It will revolutionize humans' health. Now, the iTeraCare. The iTeraCare is emitting a frequency called terahertz. All right. Terahertz is in between the electronic frequency and photonic frequency. That is between microwave and infrared. So our range is somewhere between 0.3 to 30 terahertz. Now, this is very scientific already. But in other words, this is not the microwave type, which is ionizing and it disrupts the cell's function. All right, this is not the light wave, X-ray, ultraviolet, visible light, which is photonic. It's not, it's in between. Now, this is the good thing about this. This terahertz was called by the American scientists as the wave of life. Why? Because it resonates with the cells of human beings. When you say resonates, there is what we call connection. There is bonding. There is communication when there is resonance. And Japanese scientists, they call it the light of life. Chinese scientists, they call this God's wave band. In 2004, the US government named terahertz as one of the top 10 technologies that would change the future world. Now, aside from just the frequency itself, because every frequency has effect in the body, like the cell phone. Our cell phone is called ionizing because over time, years of using it, it actually harms the cells of our body. That's why it's called ionizing. It removes electrons from our cells, not the terahertz. The terahertz does not remove electrons. In fact, it adds electrons into your cells. And the terahertz gap of iTeraCare is in between 2 to 17, which is highly suitable for the human body. Other terahertz devices there, as they claim, I heard there's one company now, they just released their own iTeraCare. They were one of the pioneers of the glasses. They have their own terahertz, I was just told. And let's see, you know, because if you are not within the gap, we call it the sweet spot, it's not going to work. That's why I'm very, very confident with our device, because our device works. We've got thousands and thousands of testimonies. We've got lots of doctors endorsing and using the device. In fact, scientific data about terahertz has shown that this is also used in treatment of diseases, including various cancer. Positive effect on treatment and blood clotting. Even positive effects of enhancing neuronal synaptics. It's good for the brain. This is from the National Library of Medicine in the US government site. Even Russia said this. There's a lot of studies, Japan, Russia, America, and China. They are the pioneers of this. In fact, our scientist is a Chinese. His name is Professor Yang Wenjun. He's the first scientist in the world that has achieved a groundbreaking milestone by successfully inventing the world's first Terahertz Lightwave device using natural sources. All right. And Prive International, this company, is the only company that has the certification and has the power and the only official company that distributes and market this device. So if you see other products there, you know, in the websites or in online, I don't think they're real. They are fakes, they are replicas, and don't buy them because they don't have the technology that Prive or Deshang, which is Yang Wenjun, the iTeraCare, has. If they don't have it, don't risk it, okay? Because you are paying for nothing and it's going to be detrimental for your health. So the evolution of the terahertz This is over 8 years of research and development. This was the first generation that was invented by Yang Wen-jun. It was priced at 412,000 US dollars. Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable. It's too expensive. I mean, who can afford that, right? And the second one in 2017, the second generation terahertz was priced at almost 20,000 US dollars, 19,800. Again, you cannot afford. Only few people can afford. Why is so expensive? Because they spend millions of US dollars to do research and development. They have conducted a lot of research and development, and they spent millions. So they released this and they said, okay, it's going to cost this one. Now in 2019, this is the Pro device. This is the third generation, which is now being used in many hospitals all over the world, especially in China. You see this in Chinese hospitals and clinics. And this is used in commercial, like if you have a spa clinic, a doctor, they use this because it's robust, it's bigger, it can withstand longer hours of usage. And we've got the entry level. I call this the red hot chili pepper. This is the entry level. This is our budget-friendly device. And we've got thousands, and I don't know if almost 1 million already sold all over the world. And we've got the 5th generation, the 2024, the iTeraCare Premium Plus. Now, pick your choice. We've got all this, benefits and all features and differences with the sound, the light, even the packaging, the switch levels, materials, color, and even the hours of usage. It's all here. So you can take a screenshot. So pick your choice. And if money is not an issue, I would suggest you get the Pro. All right. Because this is my ultimate favorite. I've got the Pro here in my room, and we love the Pro because it's bigger, more powerful. Now, if there's a little bit of issue of money, then start with the Classic and move up, okay? Get these devices. Now, we've got 62 clinical test reports. This was issued by Beijing. So what is this test report, Nathan? This is not a medical report. Absolutely. Again, this is not under the medical. So we don't promote or show you medical reports. We can only show you clinical tests based on energy. So before and after the energy of the body, they measured the energy of the body, and 62 of that different cases or different, conditions. And out of that, number one is inflammatory. The iTeraCare is so much powerful against blockages or inflammatory. We got 5-star here. That's why you can see people saying, Nathan, my pain's gone. My discomfort is gone. A friend of mine told me that he had a neighbor that had stroke, cannot even move his hands and feet, was able to move after a few weeks. And the wife had so much pain on her back, on her legs. And she said, oh my gosh, it's working. The pain is diminishing. Can I have a device? They started buying because of the result of less and less, and until there's no more pain. And that is the power of the terahertz. We've got 3-in-1 core technology here. The terahertz using the optical crystals, quartz crystals, and it also has mineral ingredients. And the quantum here, which is the powerful system energy, because the quantum is able to increase the penetration of this terahertz to the bone marrows. It can penetrate 20 to 60 centimeters, in case you don't know. So if you blow it here, it passes through the other side. You blow it here, it passes through the other side. And we've got this penetration, which heats up the bone marrows and clear blockages. Again, it's all about blockages. The traditional Chinese medicine said that if you have a pain, it's caused by a blockage of the flow of blood and energy. So we've got number one here is the penetration. It removes that. It activates inactive cells using resonance. As when I said, resonance is communication. The cells in the terahertz begins to bond. That energy begins to bond to the cells, and the cells begins to vibrate, and allowing those inactive cells to vibrate, allowing it to be charged. And number three, identification. It stops the growth of abnormal and mutated cells. It's very safe and user-friendly. You can also use your iTeraCare to charge your water. Now, the low frequency resonance water after you charge goes into 7.8 hertz. That is the hertz of Mother Earth. So you're drinking a frequency that is in alignment to Mother Earth. That's what happens to your water when you charge it with the iTeraCare. And those molecular structures become so small that is easily absorbed by your cells. You can also energize your fruits, your vegetables. You can energize your pets. You know, we've got a lot of testimonies with dogs, cats, fish, goats, cows, horses, birds, fish. Even my fish. Got a very wonderful story with my fish that would make me so impressed with the iTeraCare. All right. And 1 hour of iTeraCare is equivalent of like having 10 times of acupuncture, 20 times of cupping, 30 times of gua sha, and 40 times of massage. It's non-invasive. You just plug it in, switch it on, and that's it. So this is the benefit you're getting when you're using it for an hour. Now, precautionary, I want you to download our blowing guide. It is available in my Telegram. Download it. And for precautionary, if you're pregnant or you wish to be pregnant and you are pregnant, please don't use the device. Just drink the water. If you're menstruating, don't blow directly there where there is bleeding, open wounds, fractured bones. Any objects that is implanted in your body, don't blow there directly. That is very important. The reason why, because of the heat and the frequency, especially if you have lens implanted inside your eyes. All right? I'm sure this is good. And so to know more about the optimization of using the device, I want you to check out with the person that invited you today. All right? Now, the key to ultimate human health. All right. Now, I talk about the iTeraCare. Now, I'm going to swing you to the next level. All right. We want to boost your health. Swinging you now to the next level. In other words, I'm going to bring you up to the level where you can feel even more vibrant, where you can feel like you're on your 20s and 30s, that kind of energy. And is it possible? Yes. If you give 3 things to your body, because there are 3 things that the body needs that the nature provides so you can achieve the ultimate human health. Now, this is a study done by Gary Brecka. Gary Brecka is a human biologist. I want you to follow this guy, listen to his podcast, listen to his YouTube channels, and he talked about this. And this is what he said. You know, the main problem why we have disease is linked to deficiency. That is the main cause why the body is in the state of disease. What is that deficiency? Well, the main cause of deficiency is when you take a raw material and it is not converted into a form that the body needs. That is deficiency. In other words, even if you're taking supplements, all right, a lot of you are taking supplements, especially those wellness guys. You know, there's nothing wrong with supplements. I take a lot of supplements, but the problem is if your supplement is not methylated, listen to me carefully. If it's not methylated, it is not biochemically processed and converted into a usable form. Even if you're taking a lot of supplement, you are still deficient. Think about that. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, exactly. Why? Where does methylation happens? It happens inside the body. And what causes methylation? It's the body itself. Now, the body needs elements so the body can methylate. Now, I'm going to explain more about that. Now, methylation, a perfect example is a crude oil. You know, you pump crude oil from the ground and all these big gas companies, they convert it. So you cannot pump a crude oil into your engine, correct? Because it's not processed. It's crude. Exactly. But if you pump it, your engine won't work. So what happens is the crude oil must be converted, must be chemically processed, filtered, processed, and it becomes diesel, RON 91, 98, 97. It becomes your gas, unleaded oil. And then so you pumped it into your car. And what happens to your engine? Your engine can interpret now the oil and your car begins to move. That is called methylation. And methylation is important, and it is only done, listen to me carefully, this is only achieved when the body goes into 3 elements. You need to ground, you need enough oxygen, and you need sunlight. These are all free. All right. I'm serious about this. And most people are no longer doing this because of our lifestyle. If you're living in city area, I'm sure you're not grounding. Everybody's wearing shoes. You're not grounding on the soil, in the grass. Nobody's walking barefoot today. And if ever there is, especially if you're in New York, there's no place to ground. Well, except probably you go to Central Park. All right. Now, oxygenation. Do you oxygenate? Do you breath work? No, you're breathing recycled air in your office, in your house. And sunlight, well, they told us that sunlight can give you cancer. And why is this important? Let me start with grounding or earthing. Why do we need to ground? We need magnetism from the earth. We are designed to discharge into the earth. The moment you ground, you are discharging those extra unnecessary stress and energy. The body becomes alkaline. The body begins to align. Now you're removing those inflammatory that is based on study when you ground, and you change the polarity of your cells. When you change the polarity of your cells, what happens? There is proper flow of blood and proper flow of oxygenation in the body. That's why earthing is very important. Just like your appliances, you need to ground it. We are of the same. This system needs to be ground. We need to touch Mother Earth. We need to touch trees. We need to touch Mother Nature. And grounding gives you a lot of great benefits. If you're not doing this every day, the body is not methylating. You have a problem. Number two, you need oxygen. You need a lot of oxygen from the air. And you can achieve that free by doing breath work. There are warrior, type of breathing, which I do. But a lot of people does not know breath work. And in fact, a lot of people are not breathing well. They have what we call shortness of breathing. The shorter the breath, if you're not conscious of your breathing, the body becomes acidic. And if there's less oxygen in the body goes into disalignment. And so less oxygen, less energy, the more acidity in the body goes into a state of sickness. So you need oxygen from the air. The air you're breathing right now in your building, you're breathing it exactly from the same air that your co-workers, your family is breathing. There's no ventilation. So you need enough oxygen. And that is when you are outside the city. Right? Most people living in the city have higher chances of cancer. That is according to research. And sunlight, you need light from the sun. In fact, science has said that we are meant to spend 85% of our time outdoors. It is good to be exposed under the sun. And they said, Nathan, the sun gives us cancer. That is a farce. That is a total BS. The sunlight cannot give you cancer. In fact, sunlight charges your body. Well, of course, it can burn your skin, but listen to this. What gives cancer? Based on study, it is what you put on your skin. It is the chemicals, the ultra-processed foods. That's what gives you cancer. Those sun blockers, those creams, and probably all those chemicals that is super. And you don't even know what is inside those chemicals, and they put them on your skin. Whatever you put in your skin absorbs it. That's what's giving you all those problems. It's not the sun. We've got farmers in the Philippines, they stay under the sun the whole day. But you cannot hear from any of our farmers here. I don't know if you have farmers in your country. Just like the farmers in the Philippines, they toil, they labor under the sun the whole day. None of them has skin cancer. None. They're under the sun. Their skin is so dark, adapted to the sunlight, but none of them has cancer. Think about that. The farther we move away from these three things, the sicker we become. According to the quantum model of reality, all diseases is a lowering of frequency. If your body has less and less and less energy, you are in the state of disease. If you're in a state of stress, the body goes into a state of disease. If you're in a state of high energy, the body goes into a state of healing. Why? Every cell in your body is a battery. So if it is a battery, The cells are battery. We got 38 trillions to 50 trillions of cells, and they are batteries. What do you do with your battery? This is the hack. The hack is you got to charge your battery. You got to optimize your battery. You got to activate your battery. That's the hack. You want to live longer. You want to be stronger. You want to be healthier. It's all about your cells. You got to charge your cells. And by doing that, if you don't have time, you don't have time to go out to ground, you don't have time to do breath work, you don't have time for sunlight, this is my suggestion. Get our Trilogy of Wellness. The grounding using the bio is here. Oxygenation using the OxyTap is here. Now, I want you to complete this set in your house. The PEMF from the bio is very powerful. Just like what I said about NASA, it's right here in our bio and BioLite. And the bio has a lot of great benefits. It's activating your cells, purifies the body. It's also great to burn fats. I've got a lot of testimonies, people using the bio, and they told me, Nathan, oh my gosh, I burn a lot of fats. I'm losing weight with the bio. Why is that so? Well, that's the power of the technology of the bio. All right. And this core technology, it also has terahertz waves, negative ions, and the far infrared ray, which is great to accelerate blood circulation in the body. So oxygenation. Now, I'm going to focus a little bit here. Why is oxygen so important? Now, oxygen is the most important element in the body. If somebody is dying, you don't pump carbon, you don't pump nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, you pump oxygen. The presence of oxygen is the absence of disease. This is probably the most important statement in the medical world. Oxygenation. The more the body has enough oxygen, the more the body goes into the state of wellness and healing. And in fact, if you drink oxygenated water, you get 6 times higher oxygen absorption in your liver. And that is 10 times faster oxygen absorption in your cells compared to just breathing. All right. Now, if you drink this bottled water, which is available in the market, Evian, Fiji, Volvic, Dasani, they got very minimum levels of oxygen, 7, 7, 8, 7. That is very minimum. The reason why you drink water, because you want minerals and you want oxygen. Now, if you drink the water that is infused with oxygen in the OxyTap, you're getting 3 to 4 times more oxygen. That is totally unbelievable. In fact, the OxyTap has more oxygen compared to spring water. We can go up as high as 45 ppm. That is unbelievable. Now, why is oxygen so important? Because oxygen is so related to the energy economics of our cells. Without oxygen, the body or the cells cannot produce enough ATP, called the energy currency of the cell, that is produced in your mitochondria. The ATP, this is the element that your cells need so that the cells are powered up. Now, ATP is very needed. Without oxygen, there is no ATP. Less oxygen, less ATP. High oxygen, high energy ATP. Now, when you have enough oxygen and ATP, your body, your cells begins to function normally. Your body begins to repair. With enough oxygen and ATP, you're going to give your body the chance to reverse aging. It's going to make you young and alive. You're going to fight infection, and it's going to start removing the cancerous cells in your body. So now, Otto Warburg, a lot of people quoted this guy. You know, he's a Nobel Prize winner in medicine. And he said, a normal cell can turn cancerous if it is deprived of oxygen for a long period of time. And this is very common today because we are deprived from oxygen, especially if you're in a city area, you have long flights. You know, in fact, flight stewardess has 2 to 3 times more chances of having cancer than those who are working in the ground, right? That you can find it in Google. It's all over. That's what science said. So if you deprive a cell 35% of its oxygen for 48 hours, it may become cancerous. Now think of that. How important oxygen is. It is totally important. So guys, get that OxyTap. And of course, the energy from the iTeraCare, which is like mimicking the sunlight's energy. Now, this is the most powerful combination for you to achieve the ultimate human health. We call this the Trilogy of Wellness. Okay, so you got your iTeraCare. All right, that's good. I want you to complete the set. No, I have this set in my house. All right. I have this in my house. And even my parents, I gave them all these three sets. They have Oxytap, iTerabio, the iTeraCare. Now, this is the best gift you can give to your family, even to yourself. Now, I know some of you would say, well, the issue here is money, Nathan. Well, money is never an issue, because if you really want it, you will get it. When a person goes in the hospital, come on, guys, 10, 20,000 US dollars could be easily dissolved when you're in the hospital. Now, you don't need to wait that. Why I'm saying that, not to scare you, not to put fear in you, but to become wiser. Make that wise choice. Get this as a good treasure, a gift for your family. And I'm telling you, your life, your body will be very thankful for you. All right. So this is now my presentation. And again, I just like to thank you for being with me. Thank you for your time. And I'm going to give a little time for you guys to share. I want to be interactive tonight. My name is Nathan. I am the Chief Training Officer of Prive. Now, before I will end, now listen to this. I just learned this from a guy I just had this meeting with him. And he said, 5 years ago, listen to me, guys, 5 years ago, right, before the COVID, 16% had second source of income. This is particularly in the US. In other words, most Americans and most people, all right, don't have second source of income. They don't have a side hustle, all right? They only have one job, and that's it. It's enough to compensate the family. Now, after COVID, listen to me. After COVID, 70 and a little bit more has second or third source of income. In other words, after COVID, you don't just have one job. You got another hustle there. You probably have an online, you got a job, you work online, or another job. So people are getting more and more resources, jobs, side hustle, because it's so hard to keep ends meet today. That is the fact, right? It's so hard to survive today compared before COVID. Why is that so? Everything goes up. When you talk about inflation today, the inflation has skyrocketed. It's like more than 30, 40%. If you look at the goods, you have grocery today, there's totally huge difference for people. So now, what am I saying? You need a side hustle. You need a source of income, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the best source of income. You can do Prive online. You don't need to go out of your house. I'm doing this online in the comfort of my room. This is what I'm doing, and I'm making money. I'm talking to people. So you can do this online, or you can do this offline. Talk to people. Now, you've got people in mind right now. Nathan, I've got people who needs this product, because I got people, all right, who's feeling really stressed. People who have disease, and my loved ones, they need this. Exactly. When you share, the company will compensate you. Isn't that easy? That's how it is. You just have to open your mouth and start having another source of income. Prive could be your best platform to be your second source of income. I'm not saying you quit your job. You don't need. But eventually, as you're building your fortune here in Prive, eventually, the ones that giving you the survival, your job, eventually you will put them away, because you're going to focus on more than just surviving, but creating your fortune here in Prive International. Is that doable? Yes. Is it happening? Yes. It has been happening. And what I'm showing to you is, guys, this is the road. You can have profit sharing when you do Prive, and you're very committed, you're very hardworking. The company pays you on a monthly basis from its gross global sales. Can you imagine if you are a Sapphire director? You get 0.1% every month from the gross global sales. If the company is making 10 million US dollars a month, you got 0.1%. That is a lot. It's 10,000 extra income US dollars a month. Now, what if you're a Crown Ambassador? That's another 60,000 US dollars a month. Now, I'm just showing this to you. This is cut short that this opportunity of Prive can change a life. I know everybody's hustling. You are making money, you're working, but what is the plan? What is your plan for you to make the fortune, to realize the dreams of your life? I am here to show you that this is a platform that you can ride, a vehicle that you can ride to bring you to your destination of making your dreams come true. Join me here in Prive. If what I'm saying to you guys is resonating, all right, because we got this income here, all right, these are real incomes, and you can see this in our back office every single month. These are our top earners. This is just one account. Some of them have 2, 3, 4, 5 accounts, and these are the incomes of our top earners all over the world. Now, if you're in this path and you really want to change your life by helping people and also at the same time helping yourself and making money here, this is the opportunity, and you can join us. So talk to the person that invited you, because that person can help you. And then again, thank you so much for being with me tonight. I'm going to stop my sharing now.